Okay. I think we now it's already 8:32. Welcome everyone. For those who already joined with us, let us wait for 1 more minute. See anyone else will join, and then we're going to start while we're waiting for the others to join in. So a very good evening to everyone. Okay, a great Friday night, and thanks for spending your time here. All right. I saw Mary also with us already. So I think we have others. So maybe they are stuck in the jam as usual, Friday, all that. Okay, so for those who are on time, welcome once again. Give all of us ourselves 888 for making this interim session. Okay, it's an official start. But don't worry, as we all informed earlier, this interim session is more like an informal session to catch up and also to update the progress. And more importantly, I think is to address if let's say you have any question, any doubts, any clarification to be made. Okay, so this is the right session to ask all those questions. Okay, and I highly encourage don't keep it to yourself. Okay, don't feel hesitate to ask any question. Okay, so before I start, I want to do a proper introduction. All right, as usual, we want to take this opportunity to express our gratitude, of course, to the Home Global and the founders of Home Global, our beloved founders, Diamond, Erin, and also Janet. So let us all type flowers and also give 888 in the chat box. And also because of them, we have this wonderful program which able to help not only ourselves, and with our own transformation, we're able to help even more people in the future, right? So I think this is really a great program. And congratulations to all of us here. We are already halfway through this 30 days program. So that's why I think this interim session is so important, because we don't want to keep any doubts or any question that bothering you or challenge that you feel you need some support from this buddies community to overcome it. Okay, so we don't want you to keep this until the end of the journey. We have to clarify during this interim session, so you will benefit yourself and then also benefit the other buddies also, because probably others people also facing the same problem or same challenge, right? Okay, so as I mentioned, this is an informal session, so we're going to there's no flow, but I think mainly is more on the Q&A. So this we're going to start with the Q&A open to the floor. So if let's say you guys have any question, feel free to unmute yourself, because I think we allow all the user here to unmute yourself, so you can unmute and ask question. You can also type in the chat box, which I will be monitoring in case you have any question. Hello, Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
All right, so any question from the floor, can be anything. If let's say you have something that you feel you are still not doing it that well, or if let's say sometimes you still feel that the 10K step is challenging, and also I'm not sure whether how many of us here really monitoring your 10K step. So that could be a problem also, right? So you can actually raise it up, how others people actually monitor and
violated building codes. So lake, long lake, it's named after him. It's the lake.
is someone talking? I'm not sure whose audio is that. Yeah. So if there's no question, then probably we will like discuss some of the FAQ. Okay, but don't worry, while we're discussing the FAQ, we can also, if you suddenly think of something, just drop in the box, or you can just unmute yourself and ask. right? So I think the first FAQ that we all can discuss and also talk about it is something that I have mentioned just now, which is the 10,000 steps. Okay, so I just want to do a simple survey, okay, for all in the call now who already achieved their 10,000 steps for today. Maybe you can type 111 for those who already achieved. Oh, I saw a raise of hands already. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, so I'm not sure whether for those who are still trying to close that 10,000 step, is it you have this struggle every day? So probably maybe today we can talk about it and we can see whether there's any opinion and also advice or recommendation from our fellow buddies here.
Actually, for Lance, hi, Puan here.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, for me, actually, I have struggles in the 10K steps lah. Just to let you know, because I currently work from home, right? So I don't go out much. So if anyone, I see someone 20K also got, just maybe can share your, how do you do it?
Yeah, I think that's a very valid question.
I think can I take this question? Yeah, not to worry, Puan, is it? Yeah, Puan. Not to worry that to stress yourself that I don't achieve 10K every day. As long as can achieve, but to my experience, because even though we sit at home not doing any movement, my experience, minimum you will achieve about 2,000 over steps.
Yes.
Yeah, that is my experience. Yeah. Now, because because we are in this Fat2Fit challenge, basically just to instill the discipline in us to move more. So, for example, if you are sitting at home, doing work, maybe after half an hour, you can just stand up. Just make a conscious effort to stand up. Sometimes it may look to other people, we look crazy, but it's okay. We are happily crazy, moving it, moving ourselves sideways, doing some movement, stretching. That's my experience. Definitely you will clock some steps because sometimes, for my experience is sometimes for myself, sometimes if that day I didn't achieve 10,000, the next day I try to achieve it, but sometimes by say 11 something, I only achieved 7,000 over step. So what I do, I was like a Cinderella, I was trying to make a 10K. So what I did was I make a conscious effort, go around my bath and my bedroom actually. Yeah, just walking around and surprisingly within that short, less than, I tried the other day, when was that, 2 days ago? Less than half an hour, I clocked about 1,000 over step. Just walking about, doing my night routine, looking after my skin, instead of sitting down using the cotton wool to do my toner, to put on my moisturizer, I just stood up and walked about to do it. I even did some squatting. Yeah, of course, the squatting, you have to be careful. Now in YouTube, a lot of video. I remember during Fat2Fit 2, our dear Diamond Janet recommended one video that was super duperly good. If I can find that video, I post it in the group again. Within half an hour or to 40 minutes, you can clock 5,000 steps. And I tried it. Super good. Yeah, achievable. After that, you sweat a lot. Maybe by 9 something, you would have finished your work, your dinner, your body start to go into like sleeping mode or whatever. Yeah, you can just do a half an hour and then go for a night shower. Then by 11, maybe you prepare to go to sleep. Yeah, I tried that and I think it works wonder. Yeah, so that video is super, super duperly good. Yeah, and it's so easy, the step, and it's so enjoyable. It's like a dance movement. Yeah, even dancing, choose a song that you like, be it Ed Sheeran or somebody like what Greatest Showman on something like that. To make a conscious effort just to move. You'll be surprised. You can see the step keep going up. Yeah, also the method we have tried lah. For myself and some of my team member. So I find it's not a challenge. It's just that how we discipline ourselves to do it, and don't stress yourself. Oh, I have to do it every day. 10K step. No. Yeah, minimum. Maybe you give yourself for a start 3 times or 4 times a week is a good achievement to me. And then my suggestion is start with 5K, next day 6K, then 7K, 8K. Then you find that, hey, next time 10K is nothing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't stress yourself seriously, just enjoy it. And then say, okay, today minimum 5,000 steps. Yeah, just move more. That's it. Don't have to look at what exercise I do more. Just move around more. Yeah. So then you will enjoy the whole journey, and you find that your body fat will go down. You're able to maintain ideal weight and things like that. Yeah. So I hope proven I have answered your question.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
If you have the video,
I'm
maybe
sure
you can share.
Sorry.
In fact,
The video.
Ah.
Yeah. I think Diamond, maybe you have it, right? Yeah. Super good.
I wanted to add to that. In fact, if we, especially right now, a lot of us are working at home, or a lot of us are doing desk job. The challenge is that unconsciously we are stuck to our chair. But if you really, as what Casey just now suggested, at the home environment, you are able to achieve 6,000K, 8,000K. That means it's not just calorie expansion. It helps in your blood circulation, your energy level. So like in YouTube, you can just search a keyword like walk at home 5,000 steps. Then they had a series of 5,000 step walk at home that you choose the one that you like more. And a certain time you may want the intervals. So you may say walk at home 3,000 steps. You will be so surprised that Mr. YouTube will be giving you the list. And some inside there, certain exercise I don't quite comfortable or quite like it. I substitute with my own comfort move. Plus, most of the time I follow through. You can then achieve your 3,000 steps in certain interval. Then your another 3,000 steps in the interval. And the good thing is if you can integrate into your work routine, even beyond Fat2Fit, then you really become fit. Okay, right. Yeah, and we can repost that for the video anyway afterward. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Diamond. Thanks, Casey.
Yeah, I think it's very great example and also explanation from Casey and also Diamond. So I think they both mentioned also in terms of the conscious effort, and also always start small. Don't be too ambitious. That is something that I want to add on also, because like myself, actually staying at the high rise is also quite challenging to find ways to walk, right? So actually we can try to find opportunity. For example, I'm staying at the 21st floor. So 21st floor, even when I go and take if sometimes we order food, we go down, right? You will think that it's impossible for you to do that conscious effort to walk 21 floor back up, right? But actually, if we think in a creative way, we can actually walk 3 or 4 floor up, and then only you take the lift. So that is how you create opportunity to fill in the gap or find ways to walk more. 21 floor, if I tell you to walk that, then it's impossible, right? But 3 to 4 floor, then you come up from the stair, only you take the lift. I think that is a creative way, and at the same time, you don't really waste a lot of time also. And then you manage to squeeze probably few steps in. So start small, and then I agree with them that we have to progress slowly, and not necessarily have to achieve the 10K immediately. Yeah. So other than that, is there anything? I saw Bay's comment. Walk down to first floor. Walk down, I think it's not that challenging. Walking up is tough. Yeah. So, is there any other things that's bothering you guys, or you want to get clarification? So I think it's more on like a exchanging of ideas here. So it's open communication. So everyone can feel free to also share your experiences. Okay, so if not, then I'll continue with the second, some of the FAQ. So I'm not sure whether you guys are taking how you actually take the body key meals. Okay, so you are following the one that replace dinner, or you are taking it as your lunch, or you are just trying to maintain, so hence taking it as a breakfast. Okay, so probably the question will be what is actually the preferred time or the best timing to take the body key meal replacement, right? So I think there are a few, maybe I can share some view first, then others can actually chip in if you think you have other recommendation. Okay, so for me, I think it's very much depend on what you want to achieve. So if let's say you yourself know that your heaviest meal is always after working whole day, then normally if we are very stressed, you want to, you have the urge or the craving to eat more, right? So I think the best way to actually tackle is have a good breakfast, and at the same time you can do the replacement of body key for dinner, because you know that that is normally the killer meals that will give you that increase, right? So we have to understand when is also the time we normally seek for convenience. So for example, certain people, they always commute outside. So if let's say lunch, normally they're not able to eat on time, which will also cause obesity, because whenever you feel hungry, you didn't eat on time. According to studies, you normally will revenge eating in the coming meals. So if let's say you know that you are the person who always commute outside, right? I think you can also opt to replace on during the lunch, so that you don't have that skip meals tendency. So basically, there's no one size answer to that. So I think it's more important for us to understand our own lifestyle, what is our habits, all that, and then how you want to replace your body key. Yeah, maybe I open up to if anyone want to add on this point, or you have a special recipe also you can share. I saw actually a lot of you guys posted very creative way to drink the body key along with other things also. I saw Diamond one normally breakfast also very colorful with fruits. So are you guys okay with the timing of, taking the body key meals? I hope everyone is taking it on time and on the daily basis. Yeah. So if let's say you really accidentally skip it sometime, or you are not sure, maybe you are caught up with work or what, so you have to you have to find ways to actually replace it. Probably you can replace it for other meals.
Yeah, for me, I take for breakfast mostly. But then I really like my breakfast. I need to chew something. If just drink body key, I feel like I haven't taken my breakfast. So usually if can, I'll cut fruits and some small stuff to eat, bite with it, then I feel complete. But then if I have a busy day, then I think I just make sure that I take body key and protein before I start my work off. Then, because after that, when I go to production shoot, usually they prepare the meal already. Of course, I'll try not to eat the rice, just scrape the top of it. And if I can, I prepare veggie. But sometimes no time to prepare veggie because few days in a row. So I just make sure that the body key and protein I take in the morning first. At least I do my homework already. After that, I feel less guilty. I already take the form a bit.
Okay. Great, good idea. But I think in terms of we want to have something to chew, okay, I think there's a lot of ways also, right? I also saw some of you include blend together with other things. So myself, sometimes if I have that kind of craving, want to chew something, I'll also blend it together with the frozen berries or that, so it gives some texture while you're drinking the shake. It's very, very nice. Yeah. And if not mistaken, I think Amy also normally blend with the oats, right?
Yeah, I mean, so far my experience during this Ramadan, right? During fasting, my experiences, I think if I take the body key and the protein, cannot cater my hunger up to lunch lah. So I will what I did was I mix with fruits. Let's say I blend it together with the one apple and the dates. And so far, it can long last until during lunchtime.
Oh,
So
okay.
because usually, if I do fasting, after the lunch, though, is you're already immune to the hunger already. So, but to wait
Okay.
until the noon time though is the most critical time lah. So that's
Yeah.
why during my sahur around 5 in the morning, so
Mm.
I will blend the apple and the body key and protein and one dates, and it's sufficient enough lah so far.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay, that's a very valuable experience sharing from you. Actually, I also want to ask how is it for fasting, because you are the one that having fasting and at the same time doing this program, right? So I think what I understand from you is that it's very important for us to get that satiety and feel the feeling at least until noon, so that when from noon until buka puasa, it will be easier for you to handle. That means if let's say you already feel hunger even before noon, it will be very challenging for you the rest of the day, right? If I get you right.
Yes, I think get enough fiber. It does really help much lah so far.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing with us your experience. So yeah, I think
actually, can I add on something? Yeah, if you really if you really want to feel the fullness, another suggestion is to add in chia seed. So what you can do is the night before, 1 or 2 teaspoons of chia seed, soak it in about 100 ml of water. You add it in, it will also give you the energy, actually, chia seed. I don't know Malaysia, Amway Malaysia is selling it. In Singapore, they have the body key chia seed. It comes in a sachet. So you just pour it in. It's so easy. It's about 2 teaspoons. I mentioned before. And not only it fill up your stomach, high in fiber, also it gives you energy. That's why chia seed not recommendable to eat at night together with body key, because you may be full of energy, you know. So that is why in the morning, for example, yourself like fasting month, chia seed is one of the best combination together, even with fruits. Example, if you really want to have variation, you can go for what do you call it? Avocado, chia seed, cafe latte body key, green tea protein or 1 scoop, and 1.5 scoop of whole plant protein. But then it's really like, in a way, like a porridge. Yeah. But you can dilute it, of course. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm so used to all this of consistency, so I'm okay. Sometimes I even add in black sesame seed powder. It depends, you know. I just look at the weather, or today maybe I feel like eating this, tomorrow I feel like eating this. A banana also okay. Besides avocado, you can add in banana. And if you want it to be lighter, you can add kiwi. Yeah, kiwi, the green one, not the yellow one, the green one. That one also a very good alternative. Yeah, so all these combination will really fill you up, also give you the energy. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
all right, thank you for sharing. Yeah, then also I would like next one, I think is one of the common questions that we get in our past Fat2Fit program, right? We often get the question how to actually effectively lose belly fat. So do we have this concern in this call? If no concern, we skip.
Definitely concerned.
Oh, wait. So I think one of the measurement that we did for this program is also we do our waistline, all that, right? So we want to see improvement if possible, because most of the time our belly fat will also indicate some of the troubles that we get in visceral fat. So when we get this question in the past, right? So there's a certain exercise that can actually train up the abs or our core muscle. So by doing that targeted training, okay, it's not guaranteed to remove the belly fat, because myself, I think that our body fat is basically overall. I mean, whole body, the body fat is overall. We cannot be like just very targeted at certain area. but we can do that kind of targeted workout, like I mentioned, which you will train up the muscle at that area, and then eventually, hopefully, it will help to reduce the belly fat. So if let's say we want to, belly fat is the concern, so we have to incorporate some abs and also core workout, which we also, because of this question that we often get, we also do some fine tune on the Wednesday workout. If you notice, when we do the cardio, the last few move, right, is actually targeted for our core and also our abs. Okay, so if you feel sore after the Wednesday workout, that's good, because you already start training that area. So hopefully, just by doing it consistently and not only on the Wednesday, you can do it also on other days. Once you feel recovered, you can actually do it in another round. Yeah, so by doing that, you will actually help to build up the muscle tissue at that particular area, and hopefully it will help to burn the excess fat around that area as well. But to me, I'm a person who very emphasize on balance. Okay, to me, I will still, anyone that asks me how to lose here, lose there, I will say, why not just lose everything, right? We want the balance and the looking nice whole body, not just looking nice at the belly area, right? So yeah, I still hope everyone can do a very balanced workout so that you can achieve a very tuned body. Yeah. Anyone want to add in terms of this?
Yes. Beside the workout, of course, a person with a high belly fat or visceral fat is an indication of inflammatory state in the body, okay, which is very accurate. For my experience, to so-called to balance your hormones, which I mentioned before, yeah, very important. Your leptin, yeah, make sure you do not develop leptin resistance, okay, or insulin resistant, yeah. Leptin, you need to bring it up, of course. Cortisol is stress hormone, bring it down, okay, bring it down, meaning, you know, maybe listening to music also help. Of course, the exercise that mentioned by Lance is very good, because of course, anybody go for exercise, you feel very, very nice. You feel great after that. Yeah, in a way, also it can bring down your cortisol level. Okay, so all these hormone, I believe how to balance a hormone is a big subject. Not to worry, as long as you're consuming double X, you're on the right track. As long as you combine it with omega-3 plus double X, you are okay. It takes time. Okay, it takes time. It won't happen overnight, because you will need to also to so-called in a way, not to count the calories. I'm not a person who like to count calories. Okay, and I find that it won't work. Yeah, it won't work, because it will deprive you of good food. Okay, and what I believe is to balance out whatever is so-called your inflammation state in your body, and then you do the proper exercise, automatically the visceral fat will come down. Yeah, it did not only happen to me, it happened also to a few of my friends whom I helped. Yeah, you know, the lady who always posted how many thousands of steps a day, she is one of the one that really benefited, because you know, she changed her eating habit plus a proper supplementation. Yeah, and today she's very happy. She said, even though I can eat sinfully in the afternoon, I find that my visceral fat is at the level, you know, it's so-called maintained. It's not like before, you know, like can wear. I mean, for her visceral fat is, in Malaysia, I think it's 13 or 10 or something like that. She can bring it down within 3 months from 13 point, I can't remember exactly, to 10. Yeah, because visceral fat is not easy to bring down, because it's also belly fat. So maybe, you know, I mean, this marker maybe give a lot of us hope, you know, also our experience. So I believe supplementation is a must, no bargain. That is why all these supplements are recommended in the Fat2Fit journey. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Casey. Yeah, so since Casey mentioned about double X just now, so it triggers me to ask another question, which is, I think for myself, even when I just started this nutrition supplementation journey, right, I often I'll miss out, I forgot to eat, something like that. So for those who join this program, I'm not sure whether you have this issue also, or so far, okay, you are eating it on time, you didn't miss your nutrition. So if there is any concern on this area, probably some of the buddies here also can share the ways they remember to take the nutrition. Is it everyone okay with the nutrition intake?
Yeah, I'm taking it consistently, but I just want to check one thing here. I'm not sure if I take in the morning and in the afternoon. Is it okay, or morning and night is okay, or is it like preferable morning and afternoon? Anything like that? Any preferred time to take it? Just to check on this.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
Yeah, the best is to take with Poovan. The best is to take with after food. Yeah, preferably. The only one that we can take empty stomach is probiotics. Yeah, the rest, all the supplement. Also, there is another 2 supplement which you can take before food. If you really want to take before food, it has to be within half an hour before of food consumption, like my case. Yeah. So, for example, double X. It's better to take morning and afternoon, because double X, some people take it because it's a B vitamins inside. Yeah, they find it more challenging to go to sleep, early.
Okay.
Yeah, they feel more energetic because double X give you a lot of energy. That's why it's better to take in the morning and afternoon. Yeah. So, and then Poovan, if you really want to talk about balance of hormone, one of the supplement that I would strongly recommend to take is calcium magnesium, and that you can take morning and before sleep, 1 hour before sleep. Okay, that will also help a great deal. So supplementation, as long as if you take your food, you remember to take it, is okay. Like for my case, even though I take the shake in the morning, I don't have the habit to eat any solid food, because imagine my shake is already so thick like a porridge, so I can't eat. So I take together with all my supplements. Then after that, I take my fruits extra. On top of that, I take my fruits again. And then it lasts me till maybe 12 or 1 o'clock. Then I can enjoy my food. I can eat sinfully because I'm still moving about. Then by evening, I start to go slow before the sunset. Yeah. We eat quickly, not a big meal. Again, we go according to the healthy plate. Yeah. Meaning less carbo. Yeah, less carbo and more fiber, even protein. If you can go for plant-based protein, that will be super. Okay. So I hope I answered the question. Thank you.
Thanks, Casey.
Thanks for the clarification from Casey. Yeah, so I think nobody has the issue of missing out the supplements, all that, right? So I just want to share the few general tips. So it might work for certain tips, might work for you, some certain tips might not work for you. So you just see which one is better. So first one, of course, is the easiest. If previously you don't have the habit of taking nutrition, right, you might miss it. Okay, so just the easiest way is to set reminder, but this one actually doesn't work for me because when I just started this kind of nutrition taking, right, even I set the reminder also, sometimes I forgot. Okay, so second is actually you can also try to do it in the pill box. So pill box is also one of the technique to make ourselves remember. So for example, for this 30 days program, you can actually put it readily in the pill box. So you also know how you actually progress, and then the moment you see the box, you remember. Okay, this is the second. The third one is actually the one that I feel is effective for myself, and then also something that I learned from a book called Tiny Habits. So that book actually taught us in order to incorporate a new habit in our lifestyle, right, we need to understand the chain of activities in our daily routine. So in order for you to automatically remember, right, you have to put that new habit following a routine which is already existing. So for example, breakfast is something that routine, you already will do it, right? If let's say breakfast is not something that you will do previously, then you have to think again, what is the first thing that you do in the morning? Maybe you take up your phone. So that will be the existing routine that you have. So that book actually taught us to create that chain of habit right after that things that you will definitely do. So for example, myself is breakfast. So I know that breakfast I'll take, just that sometimes you forgot to take the supplementation. So you can actually put that new habit next to the thing that you definitely do. So you can put the supplements box next to the protein or the body kit. So that actually can make us remember, okay, and easily to make it a new habit. So with these 3 tips, whichever that work for you, you can try if let's say you have this issue of missing out. And the next one I want to also, is not really a question, just to remind everyone, while we are doing this 30 days program, we have a balanced diet, we get enough rest, we also encourage suku separuh, exercise, all that. But actually got one thing is we seldom talk about, which is intake of enough drinking water. Okay, so this is also just a reminder and to share with you guys the importance of drinking water, especially we also so into work from home, so into our work, probably we didn't really intake enough of water. So water, it play also important parts in this 30 days program, because only sufficient water can actually regulate our body well. So just now Casey also mentioned about like those hormone thing, and also even the circulation of nutrition through our body is through blood. That's true, but actually our blood also requires the balance of fluids. So if let's say we don't intake enough of water, you will definitely impair or affect the entire system, right? So we have to keep reminding, if let's say you always spend long hours in front of a screen, encourage to have a bottle, okay, at least 1 liter or 2 liter of water in front of you, so you can drink easily. So up to now, any open question? If there's no, right, I think we are also.
I have a question, Lance.
Yes, Amy.
I noticed myself, I hardly get enough fruits. To eat fruits. Any supplement that can substitute to the real food with the supplements?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Actually, double X itself, right, is we are also having the phytonutrient and also the micronutrients, which is to actually fill up the gaps for those who didn't take proper intakes of fruits and veggie. That's one. But if you want to really replenish even more, there's one is concentrated fruits and veggie. That is a very, very good supplementation especially for people who found they have this kind of challenge to always fulfill their fruits and also veggie intakes. Okay, me myself, I take that also. So that is basically among the highest antioxidant supplement also in our Nutrilite line. So you can consider to add on that if let's say you want to compensate the lack of intake of fruits. But of course, you try to include it in your meals, include it in your diet. But if let's say you still find it is very challenging, you can actually top up that one on top of double X.
Because sometimes when I buy apples, right, I notice there's a wax covered on the skin. Is it a normal thing, or is it good? Is it safe to eat?
It's a normal thing, but it's better to wash it, or actually you can if you want to appreciate the fiber at the skin, it's advisable to wash it using our dish cloth because that can actually remove, right? if let's say you still feel unsafe afterwards, you can actually peel it, but you will actually sacrifice the fibers lah. So it's by individual. Certain people want to appreciate the fiber of the apple skin. Yeah.
Right.
So you have to, for our dish drop, it can helps to remove the pesticide if there's any. But for waxing, also you might need to you can also opt for others. There are certain apple which is not like shiny type, right? Yeah. So if you can also do it that alternative way, like choose the one that without this. But otherwise, I think it's normal, but it's not encouraged to just straight away intake without any cleaning.
All right. Thank you.
Lance, I got one question. This is actually not this supplement. I ask you all is about this carbo blocker.
CB plus.
CB plus, yeah. I want to check. Yeah, normally how do you all take this? Yeah, I mean it's before meal. I know, understand it's before meal, but is it like 30 minutes before meal, or is there anything like that you have to take, or immediately before your meal you take it?
For the CB plus, right, actually is before meal. You don't have to, you can actually take it 15-20 minutes before, but it's not necessary because for this tablets itself, there's no coating, there's no like capsulized or what, right? So once you eat it together with your food later on, you will actually it works. Because for the CB plus, mainly the inside the ingredient is also the soy that will actually help us to prevent the absorption of excess carbs, right? So I would say you take it before the meal. If you want to take it, you want to have a gap, you can actually take it 15-30 minutes before. But even if you want to take it right before you have that meal, it's fine to me.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, can I add on something? Amy, my experience, because my house we consume organic apple because it's easily available in Singapore. Yeah, I had that concern, the layer of wax. So, and I found out our scrub bud can do wonders actually. You know, you take just one scrub bud, because scrub bud one box, I think 4. So you take out one just for the fruits, one for the pots and pans, don't mix them. One specifically for fruits, it can be for example, not only what do you call that, apple. If you want for example, you want lemon, you want to make lemon zest, sometimes you need the skin, or you need the skin of the orange to make cakes or whatever. And also, of course, guava, all these, because we want to get the nutrient from the skin, and yet we do not want all the unnecessary preservative or wax. As wax is a form of preservative for the fruits, so you use scrub bud. That is guaranteed. Guaranteed there won't be any more wax. Yeah, this is what I do more or less every day, because I feed my children, even myself, apple every day. So I use it every day. Yeah, so I just scrub it very fast. After I soak it in a dish drop for a while, I pick it up and then scrub it and rinse it. That's it. Yeah, very easy. And I enjoy the whole fruits. Yeah, you can see the skin before and after. You can take a new apple which haven't been scrubbed before, and a fruit that have been scrubbed. It's definitely, there is a difference. The skin is rougher, but yet you retain the nutrients. That's my experience. For years I've been doing it. All right, and it really does wonder. Okay, I think it can last you for years, one scrub, but it lasts me for years.
Thank you,
Okay.
Casey, for the tips.
Not at all.
Great tips. Thanks, Casey. Okay, so I think almost come to the end of some of the FAQ. So don't miss out this session. If you really have something, do voice out. I think just now also we get some very good questions from you guys also. So thanks for that, because everyone is also learning from the question. So the next one is actually we talk about cheat days. So I'm not sure how many of us actually, because as a normal human being, we do want to sometimes eat some good stuff or that. So The question is, how many cheat days are allowed actually? Do you have this in your mind, or actually everyone very disciplined, no cheat day so far?
Okay, I think I share my experience. Because our program is just 30 days, so I schedule for no cheat days.
Oh.
But in Malaysia, even you schedule for no cheat days, like tomorrow we are going to celebrate Bear's birthday, so we will cheat for the whole day. so therefore, we generally strictly no cheat days, but certain time when need arises, we still be a very social being. But of course, we go for the venue that is, because we are the one that organizing it. So go for the venue that is more healthy. That's why I use the word more healthy. But because I think for that 30 days, really, we try to stick it as eating clean, eating fresh. But in between, that cheat moment will come as a result of the family or the social event. But we don't do it as often. Yeah, but that's my experience. But I would like to hear from others.
Nice. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, maybe I can continue a bit of my own experience also. So I think it's very hard to justify whether how many days is okay, how many days is not okay. I think for myself, I really gauge it from your own accumulation of goods. Then only you reward yourself time to time. So if let's say to put it in a something that we can imagine, it's like you imagine one glass of water, we drop 1 dot of ink into a glass of water, it will easily turn dark, right? But if you drop 1 dot of the ink into the sea, you won't see the sea turn into dark. So I think I always use this concept. Whenever I want to have a cheat day, I ask myself, have I done enough good have I done enough good days for me to get this cheat days? Okay, so if I know, for the past few days I did work out, I also take my body key on time, all that, I do suku separuh, then it's fine for me to have this cheat day. This is how I measure it. Of course, it varies by individual. Yeah.
Yeah, my experience is when we talk about cheat day, like Diamond said, like Diamond Jenna said, Malaysia is a food heaven, just like Singapore. Yeah, like just now myself, as usual, Alan and Serene very kind, brought me to new places again. And of course, after our walk, we eat our dinner. If you say cheat day, yes, maybe because we had a bit of carbo, but we had very nice food because we have fresh fish and crayfish. The rest is tofu and veggie lah. Rice I didn't touch as usual, but the timing of the cheat timing, I won't say cheat day. Yeah, do it before 6 o'clock. Then you feel better. Don't get so stressed up because of this journey. Yes, you can discipline yourself for the whole month to eat lighter. But if you really need to eat something, don't deprive yourself. Why? Because your cortisol level will go up. Your stress hormone will go up. Then how? Then your visceral fat will go up. So even though you don't cheat, but because you are stressed up, so it come back to square one. So why? Then so to me, how you cheat is very important. I'm talking about time, not to cheat your wife or cheat whatever. No, the timing, okay? How you cheat, so I'm talking about time. So do it before sunset. But now the sunset very late. No, cannot. Do it before 6 o'clock, or do it in the afternoon if you think you're moving about. Yeah, so this is my experience. I think it works wonder, because if not, I think my visceral fat will hit the roof, because I'm a person who like dessert. It's a habit, and of course I have to make an effort, try not to go for high sugar or high carbo type of dessert, meaning cafe latte without sugar. That can be my dessert. Yeah, so you want to have it lah. Yeah, if not, then you get stressed up, then the whole thing, go into smoke. What for? Yeah. Okay, so this is my tips. I mean, you can cheat, yeah, but then look at the time. Okay, and also, do you have enough exercise, like what Len said, to compensate for it? Yeah. So, like for example, myself and Ellen and Serene, we enjoy good dinner. That was at 5:30. We ate. Even now, I came home, I shower, I go toilet. Now my stomach empty. I'm ready for my protein shake and my supplement. That's it. And I feel good. I feel happy. So I'm sure my body now is burning fat because of that. Okay. Joking. Thank you.
Okay, so we learned one good tips from Casey. Do it early. So that leads to another question is that we often get also. How late actually we should, what is the maximum timing for dinner intake? I'm not sure whether you guys have this in mind. So probably some of us, we take it very late because after work, sometimes you just want to rest first before you eat anything because no appetite. But still, you want to encourage the intake of dinner early, if possible, before 8, right, Lemon? I believe last time you did mention about this.
Yeah. In fact, 8 should be the upper limit. It should be normally 7 or something. Because when we ate, then you may be finished 8:30, 9 o'clock. When you put like Casey said 6, but we know that people are on the move during that time. So really, that means you should finish by 8, preferably, because then as early as possible. All right, then you put 8 as one of the gate. Right.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I learned
from one Japanese.
For those sleep
early one.
You cannot eat
at 7 or 6.
You eat before best is 3 hours before you go to sleep.
Oh.
That's for those sleep early one.
Yeah. Okay. Luckily, Diamond put in the note behind for those who sleep early one. Okay. So if you sleep 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning one, don't follow this because 3 hours before is like 10 o'clock, 11 or so, you can have your dinner. Then that is not right already. Yeah. So make sure, but of course, we want to encourage sleeping early also. Okay, so I know it's very challenging, but do also give your body the enough rest, right? So I think we almost cover some of the...
Lance, I have a question, Lance.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have a question back to just now on the cheat day, right? So Miss Casey mentioned some tips. I think it's very good to cheat on the early hours. But if let's say that we have a cheat day, right? Sometimes to indulge in the food, what kind of supplement that we can actually take help us to actually probably to burn or probably to digest the food faster? How do we manage on the supplement when we have the cheat day?
Good question. Maybe I start a little bit first, then later some other buddies can follow.
Yeah.
Because when you ask this, I immediately think of one of the very great sharing from Wei Lun last time during the festive one. He mentioned that before we attend any party or any feast, right, make sure you what we call that, layer your stomach with food first. But of course, it's with the clean and healthy one. So probably you can do the protein shake prior going to that cheat day dinner or what. Okay, that's the first part. I think that there are 2 parts. One is before. So the one that I think Chin asked is after. Okay, but if let's say we can do the before, good. Actually, during the cheat meal itself, you won't actually take a lot. Okay, then if let's say in case we already take excess a bit, then how to actually burn better or what? Then I think in this program, we do ask for the inclusion of green trim, right? The green tea plus or green trim. So these 2 can actually help to burn the excess of body fat. And at the same time, myself personally, I also sometimes when I eat something very guilty, I will intake also lecithin, especially for those food which is very oily or fatty. then I will take also, I will very kiasu. Other than green tea plus, I will also take lecithin E. Yeah, that's from my side. So others can also add on.
Yeah, I think I would like to add on, because the word cheat itself is very temptation, correct? So when we say we are about to cheat, then that little creeping feeling to come in. So I think just now Lance and Casey had shared quite good tips. So generally, I would say try to fill yourself with fiber and water before you actually go for the cheating sessions. But very important is what I find. Generally, you don't deprive yourself until so much so that you felt you need a cheat day. Meaning, if like Casey had a sweet tooth, what she do is that she can cut portions. Meaning, she can cut the cheesecake and she must actually consciously didn't finish it. When I was starting my habit, I purposely left over my food, which very against my mother's teaching. All along, I never leave food on my plate. But when I start my journey, I start purposely leaving food on the plate. I love noodles a lot. Tan can really verify that. Then what I do is that I go kopi all, my little plate actually take up most portion of my noodles. So I eat just to satisfy me, but I really watch portions. So therefore, I find the word cheat days is very tempting, but maybe you can think otherwise, and at the same time, never deprive. Because the more deprived you are, that's why that a lot of outside program, they don't have food supplementation. That's one thing that already fundamentally they couldn't sustain. Second thing is because they do purging, water lossing, and a lot of dieting, they come back doubly hard. Okay, so my advice is that I think, yeah, that day when Len said I record with sessions, he said that some people are carbo sensitive, some people are fat sensitive. So you have to find it out, or else you have to then take a CB plus and take Interim. Because if you know that you are carbo sensitive, then you really have to take a CB plus. All right, then you take fiber, meaning in terms of fruits, or you can take as our chewable fiber, and you drink water before meal. Okay, then watch portions. All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Janet. So I think also one good point in terms of portion. So I think Casey raised up about the timing. So Janet mentioned about the portion. So I think if these two, we can really balance it up, and then plus some of the supplementation which can help to block or burn better, then definitely we are still in the safe zone. Okay. Right. So
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your question also, Ching Ching.
Thanks.
So I think we have come to, so far I see in the chat box also, there's no new question. So I hope every one of us, we able to benefit from some of the questions that we throw out, and also some of the FAQ in this session. So we also have come to the 9:30. So before we end this session, I would like to remind a few things about this program. So as we all also mentioned during the orientation, currently over this weekend is actually the interim session. So today itself is that session. But of course, when we say interim period, that means we also encourage every one of us to do that interim measurement. So for the interim measurement, do get back to your buddies who actually done the before measurement for you. So if you intend to know your progress, okay, highly encourage you all to do that interim measurement. So that's first thing that I want to convey. Then second is in terms of the prizes. Okay, so I apologize because I missed out this session during the orientation. But of course, as we always say, the biggest prize is our own transformation. Okay, so on top of that, we also very thankful to Home Global Link. We have this other reward also. So this reward is the prizes for this program. we have two joining package, right? So we have the full package participant and also for those who repeat with the repeat package one. Okay, so for the full package participant, the first prize will be 500. Okay, and then second prize we have the 100 ringgit, and also we have three third prize, which is 50 ringgit each. Okay, so for those who didn't join using the full package, they are using the repeat package. All the prizes is 50%, okay, of the amount that I mentioned just now, right? So I hope I make it clear. So we still have 15 days for us to strive for that prizes. So every one of us have the chance to win, but there's no loser lah, okay? All of us will be winner for sure because we make that transformation. Okay, so with that, I think I wish everyone have a great Friday evening, and also we'll see you guys on the. We also have our Fat2Fit coming in on the Sunday, right? So see you guys on the Sunday for those who join. Right. So with that, I think anything to add on from Diamond?
No, thank you.
Okay, so thanks everyone for joining and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Keep
Good
going.
night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Awesome host.
Bye-bye.
Bye.